Alright investigators, gather around. Today we are looking into a case that has split the internet in two. Some say he is a genius. Some say he is a marketing illusion. Some say he cracked the code and escaped the matrix before turning 20. But everyone agrees on one thing. His rise was fast. Too fast. Suspiciously fast. At 17, while his classmates were preparing for university applications, Iman dropped out of high school in the middle of year 13. No diploma. No backup plan. Just a burning pressure to make money fast. So today we put on the gloves, grab the magnifying glass, and dive deep into the story of how a 19-year-old dropout named Iman Gadzhi became a millionaire. Not the myth, not the hype, the real money trail. This is the rise, strategy, controversy, and truth behind one of the internet's most debated young millionaires. Let us begin. Section 1. The rise from a broken home to a one-way ticket out. Every investigation begins with motive. And in Iman's case, the motive was simple. Escape. He grew up in Dagestan in one of the roughest corners of the world, then moved to London with his mother. They struggled. They lived paycheck to paycheck. He used to talk about splitting groceries, counting coins, and watching his mother take on jobs just to survive. By age 14, Iman realized something. No one was coming to save him. Not school. Not the system. Not a degree he did not even want. His first attempt at making money came from flipping Instagram accounts. He bought pages for cheap, grew them, then sold them for a profit. Nothing glamorous. No hype. Just hustle. By 16 he was obsessed with one question. How do people actually get rich? And that obsession pushed him to drop out of high school. Not because he was lazy. Because he saw no path forward except the one he would build. That decision set the stage for everything that followed. Section 2. The strategy, how he built his first $1 million agency. Now that we understand his motive, let's follow the trail of money more closely. Because this is where things actually get interesting. At 17, while most teenagers were trying to survive school, Iman stumbled across a tiny corner of the internet called SMMA. Social media marketing agencies. A simple business on the outside. A goldmine on the inside. The offer was straightforward. Let me run your ads and bring you customers. That was it. No office. No team. Just skill, a laptop, and confidence. But here comes our first twist. At that time, almost no one in the UK was running agencies at 17. This was before SMMA became a buzzword. Before everyone tried it. Before it became a YouTube trend. Iman was early. Very early. He started with the businesses no one else wanted. Local gyms. Small cafes. Yoga studios struggling to get customers. E-commerce stores doing a few orders per day. He walked into businesses and pitched them face to face. No fancy Zoom calls. No funnels. Just raw hustle. He charged $500 here, $1,000 there. Enough to help them. Just cheap enough for them to take the risk. And here is where the plot thickens. Iman was not just selling social media management. He was selling results. He was one of the first young agency owners who focused on Facebook ads and lead generation rather than posting pretty Instagram pictures. While other teenagers were memorizing exam dates, Iman was learning. Facebook Business Manager. Conversion tracking. Cold outreach scripts. Sales psychology. Retargeting strategies. He treated the internet like a university. Except he skipped the tuition and went straight to the lectures that made money. By 18 he was closing clients consistently. So he turned his small hustle into a formal company, IAG Media. That name would later become one of the most recognized agencies in the online entrepreneurship world. But here is what really caused the explosion. Iman did something 99% of agency owners never did. He chose a niche. A very profitable one. He targeted e-commerce brands, especially brands already spending money on ads. These were businesses that knew their numbers. They understood customer acquisition. So when he told them, I can get you more customers for less money, they listened. He also introduced performance-focused deals. This meant clients only paid big retainers if he produced real results. For business owners, that was an irresistible offer. And that is when the numbers changed. $500 clients turned into $5,000 clients. Retainers that used to cover pocket money suddenly became more than the average monthly salary in the UK. He hired contractors, media buyers, and assistants to help fulfill the increasing demand. Iman had gone from a one-man teenage freelancer to a full agency in under 12 months. Then came the scale. He started cold emailing hundreds of businesses per week. He built systems for outreach. He improved his sales script. He recorded case studies. He reinvested profits into better results for clients. Before long, IAG Media was closing deals with high-end e-commerce stores, fashion brands, fitness companies, UK-based online retailers, supplements and beauty lines. He positioned himself as the young guy who understands ads better than your entire marketing team. And it worked. By the time he turned 19, IAG Media had crossed $1 million in revenue. Not from selling dreams. Not from courses. But from real businesses paying real money for real results. A teenager with nothing but Wi-Fi, a laptop, and an obsession with getting rich had broken into an industry dominated by adults twice his age. But detectives, here is where the case takes an unexpected turn. Because what happened next would change everything. Section 3. The controversy. Did the courses make him richer than the agency? Every self-made millionaire on the internet has a question hanging over their success. For Iman Gadzhi, that question became a storm. People began asking one thing. Where did the real money come from? His agency or his online courses? To understand the controversy, you have to go back to the moment everything changed. After IAG Media started landing bigger e-commerce clients, Iman began posting more of his journey online. He shared results, business lessons, and behind-the-scenes breakdowns of how he ran ads. His videos attracted a specific crowd: young men looking for a way out of their lives, teenagers who wanted income, college kids who hated school, people who felt stuck and wanted what he seemed to have. When he noticed this audience growing, he made a strategic decision. He created a program called Grow Your Agency. Inside, he taught everything from outreach scripts to Facebook ads to client management. The pitch was simple. If I can build an agency from nothing, so can you. The course spread fast on YouTube and Instagram. Clips of his lifestyle went viral. His money, his watches, his cars, his travels. Everything became marketing, and the sign-ups exploded. Some students said the program changed their lives. Others said it was overhyped. But the attention kept building. Then the internet split into two sides. Camp 1 believed his story. They said he built a real agency, got real clients, and earned real money before selling any programs. They pointed to early testimonials, client results, and his consistent documentation. Camp 2 called him a hyper-polished marketer. They insisted he made far more selling the dream than running the agency. They argued that the majority of his wealth came after the courses launched. The truth sits somewhere in the middle. IAG Media was a legitimate agency. It brought in strong revenue. It had real case studies and real retainers. But the education business scaled much faster. Instead of managing several clients, he could sell a course to thousands of people at once. The margins were higher. The returns were faster. And the growth was exponential. The agency gave him credibility. The course multiplied that credibility. And the combination created a snowball effect that turned his name into an online powerhouse. Critics point fingers because the path does not look traditional. But Iman never tried to be traditional. He never wanted to follow the normal route. His goal was to escape poverty, to buy freedom, and to build wealth as quickly as possible. And the controversy only made him more famous. Because the question everyone kept asking was the same. Did he build an empire or sell one? And that question would follow him into the next chapter of his rise. Section 4. The Truth, Breaking Down the Real Money Trail. Now it is time to cut through the noise and follow the money. After examining his journey, interviews, public statements, and industry averages, a clearer picture appears. Iman did not become wealthy from a single source. He built several machines that fed into each other. Here is the real breakdown of what built his fortune. 1. SMMA clients. Before the courses, the agency was already earning strong revenue. By 18, he had secured high-ticket clients in e-commerce, fitness, and luxury retail. Industry insiders estimate that IAG Media generated between $20,000 and $50,000 per month during its early growth phase. At its peak, reports suggest the retainers climbed even higher, with some clients paying $10,000 per month or more. Because he kept a small, remote team, his margins were extremely high. Some estimate he kept 40 to 60% profit. This made his first substantial income stream. 2. Course sales and education products. This is where the numbers explode. His programs, Grow Your Agency, Agency Incubator, and later his more premium offers, scaled faster than any service-based business could. Across several years, estimates suggest that his education products sold to tens of thousands of students worldwide. Industry analysts and leaked figures suggest this category brought in anywhere from $2 million to $5 million per year at its peak. Some believe the lifetime total crossed 8 figures. Love him or hate him, the education business became the financial engine that multiplied everything he earned before. 3. Personal brand sponsorships. Once his social media presence grew, companies began paying for sponsorship placements, collaborations, and affiliate deals. Even a mid-sized YouTube channel can earn several $1,000s per brand deal. With his niche, his engagement, and his audience of aspiring entrepreneurs, the payouts were even higher. Conservative estimates put his combined brand and affiliate earnings at $100,000 to $300,000 per year during the peak of his online influence. It was not his biggest income source, but it added consistent cash flow and fueled his brand power. 4. Investments and asset growth. This is where many people underestimate him. Instead of burning his earnings, he reinvested aggressively. Real estate, crypto, startups, luxury assets that appreciated in value. Some of these investments reportedly doubled during the crypto boom. Others built long-term stability in his portfolio. By 19, the compounding effect of smart investing added hundreds of thousands of dollars to his net worth. And this is the part people get wrong. Iman did not get rich because of one thing. He did not rely on a single skill or a single income stream. He built an ecosystem. A system where his agency fed his brand fed his courses fed his investments, and his investments fed his long-term wealth. He turned momentum into money and money into more momentum. By 19, he was not just a teenager running ads on a laptop. He was a multi-layered digital business operating across several industries at once. A brand. A machine. An entire economy built on attention, execution, and speed. That is how he really became rich. 5. The conclusion, the million-dollar question. So what is the verdict? Is Iman Gadzhi a self-made millionaire? Yes. Did he do it purely from running ads for clients? Not entirely. Did he turn his agency success into a massive education business? Absolutely. Most people think he got lucky. But luck is not closing clients at 16. Luck is not mastering Facebook ads while your friends are playing games. Luck is not recording videos, building a brand, and selling while everyone else is asleep. Iman Gadzhi got rich because he found one path to money, then created 5 more. And whether you love him or hate him, one thing is clear. His story is not just a blueprint. It is a challenge. A challenge to every young person watching this video who thinks they need permission to start. The case of the 19-year-old dropout millionaire is officially closed. But the next case begins with you.